Good morning, everyone. What a difference a day makes. Yeah. Yesterday, right, sunny, amazing. Today, what do we call it? I think the word that I'm looking for begins with S, but I'm reluctant to utter it on this channel. Not stopping the enthusiastic tourists though. Look at the queue, guys, of people who are waiting to get on the ferry. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. Heading toward East London. I mean, a lot of them will be going to Tower of London, St Paul's, further afield to Canary Wharf, etc. Crazy. But, as usual, the numbers behind me, that peaceful little moment with the river, where you're thinking, oh, why is it so quiet outside today in London? Guess what, everyone? It's actually not. Yeah, I mean, not quite the opposite, to be honest. It's interesting because yesterday, when we were out, remember, put on the camera, it was sunny, it was bright, we got these magnificent shots of the Palace of Westminster, but we had, generally speaking, quite a lot of space, breathing room to move around, etc. Today, forget about that. Let's have a little look, guys, before we head to you-know-where. See just how bad it is. I mean, it's looking just a teeny weeny bit busier than yesterday. Not a lot, just a little bit. These tourists just arrived from the airport. Jumping at the taxi on Westminster Bridge thinking, like, what the hell have I let myself into?
Let's go to the other side.
There's a lady, Aussie lady just like, oh my god, exactly. Even I'm thinking, hold on a second, is this really a good idea? Because, folks, it's completely solid. Look, any more weight and the bridge is going to collapse, guys, and we're done. Honestly. Wait, let me quickly dash in the road and try and not get killed by a cyclist. Oh, this time it's some bros getting the perfect picture with the palace behind them. As always. Damn, I mean, the reason that it surprises me that it can be this busy on a day that isn't even that interesting weather-wise. Okay, it's windy, it's a little bit chilly, it's certainly not hot. Yet look at it. You wouldn't really believe it, would you guys, unless I was showing you just how completely obsessed everyone is with the wonder that is London. It goes on and on and on. And to be honest, I don't entirely get it. I mean, the cityscapes in the distance, yeah, they're glorious, and the same behind me. But these numbers of people longing to get on the bridge, and especially that ferry crowd. I've never, I don't think, seen a crowd that big. Normally, you pop onto the pier, you might have, 50 people, but the pier is completely full of people waiting to get on a boat. To go and see what? When there's no sunshine. I don't get it, but anyway, it is what it is. If I were on holiday, I'd much rather just stay in my hotel room, stuff my face with, oh, yeah, we have those little French-inspired love locks. Yeah, I'd rather stay in my hotel room, have some food, maybe change the tickets for a few days later when you're going to get some nice weather. Imagine travelling halfway around the world and this is the highlight of your trip to London. God no. Madness. However, the good news is that if it's busy here, it'll be busy where we're going as well. That's the good news. Plus, of course, unless something really changed overnight, horseguards will be back to normal. And it feels weird because I haven't actually walked around in the yard, get ready for it, folks, since last Monday, okay? It's been almost a week since I was last strolling around in the yard. Yeah. It feels odd. It feels like I've actually been, I mean, I kind of have been on holiday in a way, but it feels like I've really been on holiday. There we are. The money shop. Let's take my time today because there are a lot of people. I can easily get distracted and end up a vegetable on the road surface. I can end up as additional tarmac organic tarmac. My brain splattered under a London bus. All for the sake of London City Walks. I'm trying not to walk too fast, but at the same time I want to keep up a reasonable pace. So notice that the video doesn't tend to stay super crisp if I move too far. So if we get a lot of people walking in front of the camera, which is, I mean, kind of unavoidable. Also guys, what is the major Irish event in London this weekend? I heard a lot of people from Ireland. Yeah, Irish accents galore, and I'm not aware of anything. I mean, I don't know, rugby match maybe? Something must be going on. I should have asked them, but you know, I don't like to just jump into people's faces. I prefer that people approach me with questions. Unless it's really interesting or unusual, in which case of course I will ask. But those of you that don't like crowds, folks, cancel your trip now and avoid the trauma. I'll have a stroll over to the phone boxes because I've got a good feeling. Plus, even though I'm making good time this morning, we've got the morning inspection. 11 o'clock morning inspection. I don't know if it'll be a full inspection, I don't know, whatever, but the point is, there's no point in getting in the middle of the road. There's no point in getting stuck waiting for the gates to reopen. She's actually in the middle of the road and doesn't care. Let's hope she doesn't fall over. They are brave or crazy wearing these rollerblade things. Wow, here? Nah. That is very, very brave and crazy, to be honest. Right, into the throng we go, everyone. There's the bell. Bell's Oh, look at that. Just on time, the entire crowd melts away. Okay, let's take our customary shortcut. Wait for the traffic to stop. Bong. Magnificent. I know a lot of you expats living around the world that are British born must seriously miss this, especially if we're living in countries where it's been boiling hot all the time and you miss that kind of, you know, crispy air of a London morning. Rare, but yeah. Okay, thank you very much. That's good because we know it's 11 AM, which means that the inspection is just beginning. So we've got 10 minutes to play with, which for me is like perfect. We might even get across the road at some point this morning. That's what I'm secretly hoping. I sense VIPs are approaching everybody. 1 second, hold on. I was secretly hoping it might have been the PM. I did email the other day and asked for a reschedule, but sadly I was ignored. Never mind. He'll come crawling when he wants improved chances of re-election. Okay, let's go around. There's a real hustle and bustle actually outside this morning, and I think as it's dry but not sunny, we should get good numbers. I mean, there's no way of ever knowing until you actually hit horseguards, because sometimes it can be absolutely packed there and dead here, and vice versa. The traffic, the way that people move in large numbers around central London, this central political military district, is very curious. Damn, the numbers. Hold on. We will go to the back and work our way to the front. Seeing quite a few folks with beers as well walking around, open bottle beers. So I'm guessing it's got to be a sporting occasion of some sort. So fill me in, guys. What's happening in London today? I need to find some sort of, London calendar which lists every event, because without fail, there's always something going on. Look at this guy. Let's hope he doesn't trip. I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually climb up there for a picture. That's a good idea. Look at this. That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest. You got a good picture. You got a very good picture. Oh, here we go again. Everyone's going to copy it now. Where are you from, guys?
From France.
Ah, you're French. Ah, okay.
What about you?
I'm not lucky enough to be French born, so I'm English. Sorry. You got the best spot. Wait, let me get right back. They got the best spot. The girlfriends are taking pictures of them. French guys. Inspired by a friend, I think was Slovakian. He couldn't speak English, the chap that jumped down. I did try, folks, as you heard. Okay, so maybe today is going to be the Henchy Day in London. I mean, I'm certainly hoping. Damn, they're super fit. We just leap down, boom. I mean, they're French acrobats. They've got to work for Cirque du Soir, I think. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, now why are we getting so much or so many police vans? I am sensing, guys, that something is afoot. Lots of police moving around. So I'm thinking protest. Now one of you, I think it was you, Layla, mentioned in the comments rather kindly that there is going to be Palestinian action this weekend. I couldn't find anything about a specific organised march, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. They might just be getting a little bit smarter with not pronouncing all of what they're going to do, because that means that they will have more freedom to do it without fear of being dispersed so quickly. So anyway, this phone box has been taken over by these kids. Let's leave them to it and head toward our favourite place. Good vibe, good atmosphere actually. People pretty happy, pretty chill, no trouble. That's one thing that always concerns you when you see people walking with open cans or open bottles, because yeah, it does kick off sometimes. Not badly. There are too many police for that. You'd be really stupid to really get yourself into trouble in this part of London, but you never know. I've seen it before, especially during BLM. Maybe one day, guys, I'll post my BLM riot footage. I'm not sure if Google and YouTube would like that, but yeah, I got caught in the BLM riot. First time I've ever been charged at by the police. I wasn't actually even doing anything. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a French invasion. The phone boxes are taken over by the Frenchies.
You're going to film the protest later?
Oh, wait. Which protest today?
The Palestine, the Hamas supporters.
Ah, wait, do you know what time it starts?
They said 12 o'clock. They're setting up the stage there.
Ah,
I just
okay.
talked to a couple of them. They didn't have a fucking clue what they're talking about.
Bit of a mess, yeah?
It's just unreal. The very basics. I mean, if you're going to go to a protest, you might as well find out a little bit about your subject.
Otherwise, what are you protesting about fundamentally?
Exactly, yeah.
Rather than wasting your day, am I right?
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing then?
YouTube. But mainly at horseguards.
Okay.
So I'm going to come along here later and see which. I mean, I've seen a lot of police moving around, so there's definitely something getting ready today.
And also, there's another thing that might be interesting for you.
Yeah.
If you go to Trafalgar Square, and just by Trafalgar Square, there's a South Africa house, and it's a South African election day today.
Oh, is
There's
it?
massive queues of South Africans in London queuing up to have a say.
Vote,
to have a say in their country. And I thought that was really good to give up their Saturday morning, even though they're in London, to come out and vote.
A lot of South Africans got a real affinity with the UK though, so I get the fact they like to be out and about in London and casting their vote at the same time. It's going to be a busy one today, I'll tell you, chap, without a doubt. Looking at how many people on the bridge.
Still, they're giving up their Saturdays. I mean, like a lot of English people, they wouldn't even do that.
We're too lazy, aren't we? Complacent.
And then you mind about why we've got bad representatives. We've got bad representatives because you don't take part in the elections.
Yeah, you're right. But to be honest though, it's musical chairs anyway. We get rid of him, it's going to be another clown, isn't it? Doesn't matter which party, I mean, they're all in the same
but what they were saying,
side.
when I was talking to them, they were saying even if we can't oust the ANC, we're giving them a message that they can't be in power and take it for granted and carry on with their corruption.
Yeah.
And that's the important thing. You've got to you've got to show that people in power can't take it for granted.
Massively so.
Even if you don't sort of oust them from power this time, you know, it's still something. You can't. The worst thing is to be the silent majority. If you're a silent majority, you've got no reason to moan.
And no
basically.
voice.
And no voice. Yeah.
You're
Anyways,
right.
good luck.
Thank you for the heads up.
Cheers. All the
Appreciate it.
best.
Yeah. Stay safe today.
And you.
Okay, guys.
Hi.
Setting up.
You get me in the vlog.
Wait, you actually want to be in my vlog?
I want to do that.
Are you sure? Okay, go on then, guys.
Hey, bye.
Have a good day, guys. Oh wow, what a friendly place London is, eh? I mean, for the moment, anyway. So it's going to kick off, it would seem. From what the chap, very kind and thoughtful chap there, even though he was out with his family, stopped to give me a heads up because he heard what I was talking about. Massively appreciated that. Respect to him. Alzheimer's Society. So elections in South Africa today, as you heard. I mean, it's just all going on. Now, looking at the barrowing that they're putting up around the cenotaph, they haven't yet ringed it with police, but we've seen an awful lot of police vans moving along, getting ready for, I don't know, whatever. Maybe they're heading to police those crowds at the South African consulate. I have no clue, guys. Anyway, point is, it's going to be a typical topsy-turvy Saturday. Wow, I mean, I wasn't quite expecting that much, and we're only 16 minutes into the video. Goodness gracious me. I'll get us to horseguards. We'll hopefully get some quality horse time. And obviously, I'm hoping that Tristan is back. Lifeguards are on duty. They came over and took over from the Blues at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So a late changeover yesterday, but there was, in the end, a Friday change. Downing Street, again, I haven't got armed officers standing at the front of the gates. They're only inside, Downing Street side, which is good. Why is it good? Well, because on those days they're expecting it to go really crazy. They're outside as well, like 2 or 3 deep. So if we can actually just get past Downing Street, guys, it's relatively plain sailing for horse guards. It'll also be interesting to see, one second, let me get out of here, whether or not they close Whitehall entirely at some point, and that will also potentially mean that the horses are taken off. Okay, so they're building that stage over here. What have we got going on over this side? One second. Long live Palestine on this side, just setting up. Little pagoda, just setting up here. Actually, we've got film crews already setting up as well. I'll try and ask what time people are expecting it's going to start today. Hey guys, what time are we starting today? What time do you know, roughly?
This is the end of the march. I think everybody will get here about 1:30, 1:45.
Where are they marching from today? Marble Arch or?
Oxford Circus.
Oxford Circus. Okay, so they're going to come along Whitehall and finish up here?
Yeah.
Okay, good luck. Take it easy. Okay, right, so you heard it there, guys. This is the finishing point. So we're going to have a repeat of, what was it? I can't remember now, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? Yeah, it's going to be a repeat. So this is the end. Now, that's actually a good thing. Why? Because even if they're going to close Whitehall, which means they're going to close horse guards, that will not happen until, I'm thinking, the earliest, 2:30, 3 o'clock? Gosh, today could be an exceedingly long day. All sorts of different groups, protest groups, and some counter-fire. No idea what that is. I'm seeing some police horse beauties approaching us, folks, and luckily enough, look, setting up a little tent. Luckily enough, the police horses on this side of the road are coming toward us. However, they're not wearing riot kit, which is a good sign, because if they were, I mean, that said, if they're expecting to approach here at 2:30, I mean, they've got hours yet to kit the horses up. So there is that. Look at this. Clippy clopping along Whitehall. Wow, who's this massive one on the right? I'll ask the officer. Officer, what's the name of your horse? Austin. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Austin, Elizabeth, and I think she said, did she say Sabre or Sabre at the back? That bay really strutting its stuff, knowing it's the best. Oh. Knowing it's a really good looking horse. Hold on. The horse suddenly stopped because they're putting up that canopy thing, that little pagoda tent, whatever it's called, over there. Briefly, oh, horses are back. Look, oi, he nearly slipped, bless him. That big one almost slipped. Oh God, they were all nice and comfy in a little group. Now it's gone into a big mess. Okay, quickly recovered, back to normal. Golly gosh. Right, let's hope that they've reopened the gates at Horseguards, guys, and that my timing is, as is often the case, reasonably accurate. Isn't it interesting though, folks, how many people do we speak to or briefly interact with? Quite a few already this morning. Like I always say, people inherently are nice and don't seek conflict. Right, we made it, and the gates at Horseguards are open. C'est bon. This is really good, actually. Now Whitehall is open, nothing has been closed, there's nothing that potentially could be closed. They're just doing the changeover right now. I mean, look at that for good timing. Look, the new horse just came into the box. My timing is impeccable. Impeccably lucky, I think, is the word I'm looking for. But you can see how busy it is, guys. I mean, there's zero chance of getting to the front. At least not at this exact moment. Actually, wait, hold on a second. I do spy a spot. Oh, one guard that I really like is on as well. Hold on. Here we are. Boom. Gosh, that's good timing, isn't it? We're just catching a dismount as well. And which horse is this one? I think it's, wait, is it, no, it can't be Q10, we can't be that lucky. I think it is. Gosh, how the hell did we end up just arriving here, getting to the front, and spotting Q10? I'm as shocked as I am delighted. It is Q10, guys, yeah. With his cute little spot. So for the moment, I'm not even going to move. If the captain or lieutenant is going to come out and inspect, he'll go to both ends. Otherwise he'll go nowhere, which means we won't miss anything. So I'm going to stay here with Q10, and shortly the tourist will start to go back over, inevitably. A massive queue here, but it looks to me as though no one else has yet realised we've got Q10 at this end, because everyone else is filming at the other end. Lucky for us. Feels good actually to be back, like really good to be back. Let's hope today. Oh my god, that lion's roar just made me realise it's definitely Q10. Feels good to be back, especially to be right at the front, looking at the horse. It's also been the best part of a week since I saw all the lifeguards on duty. It always feels like they or I have been on holiday. Not seeing an officer yet, but the changeover's done, which means that the troop, I think, would have already come back from the parade ground. So I'm not sure at this exact moment what we're waiting for. Either way, we're closer to the end than the beginning, so the timing was pretty good. Not sure about the horse at the other end. We will ID it when I move. Also noticing actually which officers we've got today. Officers that don't take any nonsense is what we've got today. Good looking people. I actually like the taste of horse. The only problem with being in this exact spot, although we've got glorious Q10 in the frame, we can't see the time. 1 second, let me check on my phone. 11:17. They're normally done by 1/4 so I'm thinking maybe the chitsmen and gatesmen are running a little bit behind, because at the moment I'm not seeing any foot guard, any gatesmen on the left. That would be my guess, people. Uh-oh, he's starting to clop. We know what that means, don't we? Don't do it. Funny thing is, there's actually no other horse here that sounds like Q10. Even remotely. I wonder if the other horses get scared when he makes that lion's noise in the stables. The thing is, until somebody's got a little dog, until somebody goes forward, no one's going to come forward. Okay, yeah, so I was right. They're changing over the Chitsman and Gatesman. After that, we'll get some classic Q10 moments, hopefully with the tourists. It's annoying though, I would have had perhaps another 5 minutes to play with time-wise at the phone boxes, but hey, you can't have it always. Everyone's ready. Look, the tourist is like a coiled spring. He's frothing again, actually, not as bad as usual, but a little bit from the mouth, like dribbling. Right, okay, good. There goes the relief guard. Once they've finished, that's it. They should have all the gates open and everything should go back to the usual. Pandemonium. Saturday morning madness. Once we see the gatesman go into his position, the archers to the left of the frame, that should just about be it. Finito. Great voice, eh? The NCO, you can really hear it clearly, even here at the front. Now, are we going to have an officer or not? Because I haven't seen one. And it looks like they've virtually finished. Right, there is the new gatesman. Toys is screaming about the amount of froth that Q10 is tossing in the air when he throws his head up. Okay, so I don't think we're going to have a morning inspection. What's happened? Have they completely abandoned the morning inspections? Or only happening at the parade ground, but no officers coming to the front? It's been a few weeks since we saw any officer at the front. I mean, that's it. Things are now going back to normal. Look. The hungry hordes are going through the gate to get fed, everybody. Let's hope that Q10 gets fed shortly as well. It's more interesting going through the gates into the yard than getting pitched with the horses. It's the same at the other end. Very odd. It won't last, but let's see. So first lucky punter on the right. Plenty more, looking fascinated. And still no one else has realised or recognised that this is Q10 at this end. Lucky for us. Q10 exclusive morning for us, everyone. Oh wait, we're doing swimming lessons in front of the horse. We're trying to get good pictures, but the horse is looking the other way. Okay.
Got one. Go on, Marla.
I don't think she realises there's a massive horse's head right behind her. That's what Q10 thinks of tourists. Mr. What is it now? 10 what? How far do you get up now? 102, 4, 5, 200, 300? It's zooming. It's good. It's good.
No, I don't know. That's 8 million. It was good. No, it's going down.
hell.
The video was viral.
No, but there'll be another one. It's only a matter of time. This is really good though.
He won the 4 million in 1 year.
I mean, 4 million is more than some people get on their whole channel ever. I mean, let's think about it. 4 million is a lot of views. If that were 4 million a day long form, you'd be
106 I
retired.
am. 106.
That was fast, no? That was really
Yeah,
fast.
it's going fast.
What happens when you hit 100? They send you an email asking if you want to verify it or nothing? Nothing. Strange.
You have to apply.
Ah,
What's
okay.
the logo? Put it on there. I'm not going to apply.
Wait, what? You don't want to get the tick? You don't want to get the little tick? I mean, it kind of makes it look more
No,
legit.
I get that, but the button.
Ah,
I will see.
no officer this morning again. No? I don't know. The officer's not coming out anymore to inspect the horses ever. It would appear.
We are here now.
Very curious. Very. Ah, I recognize it. How was yesterday? Good day. Yeah. Perfect timing. I got here about, I think, 20 minutes, about 10 minutes ago. Hey, good morning.
Well, we got stuck out the back because they were doing an inspection.
Ah, wait, you didn't learn from my videos that if you go to the morning
It was on
inspection.
the corner where you stand. And then all the this camera and we went through and everyone went out. So we went out.
Ah,
So we missed the changeover just.
yeah, to be honest, most people do go with the crowd because when you see them saying like you need to move to the front or the back, people tend to run to the back and everyone follows them and then they get stuck for what, 30 minutes or so outside? And there's nothing happening, is there really? Yeah, I bet.
You know the videos that we
Yeah.
uploaded?
I did. Hold on. Yes, I did.
Oh, did you?
Wait, that's the video, yesterday's video where you got the gate, the bars at the front, the newest video. That is the video that you girls were in. That's the only video I took yesterday. Yeah, 100%. You're definitely in.
Is it the top?
No, that's not the newest. Wait, so go to this and then click on the channel name. Go back to videos. That one.
Is it?
That 100%. That's the only one that I uploaded from yesterday. So it's definitely one I met you through yesterday. Yeah, 100%.
It's lovely to have met you.
No, I know. My pleasure as well, girl.
I just wanted to tell you to video around home, but I'm doing it. This is more good to me.
As always. See you. Bye bye. Oh wow, super nice to see them again. Thanks, ladies. They were in yesterday's video, everyone. Mother and daughter. Super friendly Brummies. And one of my favourite UK regional accents, which we sadly don't hear enough actually here in London. Chaos has obviously started to ensue. Sorry if I wasn't focused on what was happening. Probably just missed 5 people grabbing the reins, guys. I try to leave the camera on the horse when I'm talking to people, but sometimes it's not quite in an ideal position. Raincoats, even though there's no rain. Yikes. Put your kid in Q10's mouth. Double sacrifice today, guys. It's rare that we see that. So I'm sure the horse can swallow 2 at once. It's got a big mouth, but that might be a struggle. Crunching the bones of one while the other one gets stuck in his throat. Another big protest today as well, by the way. Big protest, massive one. Yeah, the Palestine protest finishes there, coming this way from Oxford Circus.
What time?
They seem to think they're going to get to the end at 2:30, so a bit of time, luckily. Yeah. Yep. I'm not filming or anything like that. Don't worry, stand wherever you want. Ignore the camera. That's it. Just get the right video. So it's okay. She just realised. Super cute. Hello. Oops. They almost look disappointed on the left. They're kind of like, hold on a second, you don't like the look of our kids or what? Fussy horse doesn't want to take those sacrifices. I don't understand why you always blush every time you see me. It's just such a, do I need to be worried? Oh, goodness me. Hopefully Bro is loving London. Happy smiles for the horse. He knows what he likes. Yeah, bro, don't worry about the people that are already there getting pictures. He just marches in. The way he just marched over. But don't worry about anyone else.
Right, do you want to get in the picture? Right, go on then. We'll put standing there. Let's go. There you go.
Brief pause. Who's next? There's a people watching speed. This is almost as good as his phone boxes, guys. Now they've got a random stranger in the back of their picture after they perfectly posed it. As a lovey-dovey couple. Scared her off. The very best tourist guys, in my opinion, are those that are really genuinely scared of the horse or any horse, for that matter. Oops, awkward.
It doesn't go on.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Correct if I'm wrong, that they sound like New Yorkers. Upstate New York, the accent, I think people love that accent. But for some reason the horse wasn't too fond. I haven't forgotten, guys, that there is another horse here, by the way. If we don't get new victims any moment, I will pop along and show you the other horse. We've got such a good spot here in front of Q10 now, I'm reluctant to leave it. Also, interestingly, note we haven't had a single raised voice in the yard, which is unusual. 1 second. Ah, there's the officer leaving, look. We got him, but only at the very last moment. Okay, so it's interesting that there was an officer here. He's a captain. But, curiously, he didn't come out to inspect the boxman. Why? I have no idea at all. Absolutely no idea. Very curious. Sorry. Very, very, very curious, actually, to be honest with you. Right, so who have we got in the yard today? Oh, we've got, actually, typical boxman. In fact, majority of the times this fellow is a boxman at the front, but today he's not. He's on foot as a gatesman. Meanwhile, little soldiers. He's always in the boxes, no? I don't think I've ever seen him in the arches. I wonder what the imperfection is that got him in the arches, so they're not on the horse. I mean, it looks perfect to me. Obviously, something wasn't quite perfect. But hey, what do we know? Let's be honest. Okay, so that side is our magnificent-looking gatesman. No idea why or what might be somewhat off, meaning that he didn't get in the boxes. Happens that way sometimes. And on this side, of course, we've got our chitsman. Also mustachioed, just like the gatesman. Now, for me, that's interesting that we've got that chap who's normally a boxman as the gatesman, because it will be interesting to see how he deals with naughty tourists who are taking the you-know-what. Now, the thing is, when big groups come in like this, with, okay, I think there's a teacher, the second that I move away and go to the front, they're going to go over and bother the gatesman. It's absolutely guaranteed. Not that I wish to presume, of course, but based on the things that we see very regularly here. I don't want to hang around in the yard in anticipation of that happening. So the best thing is going to be to go right around. Who have we got here? Which beauty is this, people? Ta-da-da-da-da. Oh. Which one? Did the officer come out and inspect the horses this morning? We didn't bother. He did. Yeah. So I guess I arrived a bit late. Oh well. Sorry guys, apparently he did. He was at the front, but before. That's interesting. So we must have been about 90 seconds too late. Never mind. I mean, the queue was so big when we arrived, as we saw, that we would have missed it anyway. Okay, let's see if we can ID this massive horse. This horse looks as big as Q10. Head isn't as big, but in terms of how high he stands. 1 second, everyone. There's your hinges to move. I'll try and get us a picture of the hoof. Oh, actually, wait. Let me see if I can actually see it. Okay, yeah, I think I've got the number. 1 second. Just have a look at the list. I can match it up. Way good. Yep, this is massive Waygood, who I don't remember ever quitting, actually. What do you think, guys? Have we ever had a Waygood gives up and quits video? I don't think we have. So, on that note, let's focus on Q10. I did say I would, but now I'm definitely going to focus on Q10. Waygood is so chill that the chance of anything happening that end are pretty much zero. Famous last words. It'll probably be Waygood's first ever massive meltdown today. But let's see. Boom, we're back. Slightly different aspect, but hey, it means I can get into the yard quicker if I need to get into the yard if anything happens.
Just say cheese. Say cheese. Move your hand, Gracie. Oh, don't.
No idea. Right, who's up next?
Vinny. Let's have your picture taken. Well done. Well done.
Kind of sweet actually when they're trying to get the kids to uncover their faces and look at the camera. See that a lot. I always liked that as a kid. I hated it actually when people point the camera at me. So I really get it. Parents are actually really patient with them, especially the dad. This end is very curious this morning. Lots of people milling, but most of them don't want to go close to Q10. It looks as though somebody was just about to walk around the corner, but then you noticed that the guard was there on the right. I mean, I guess we're going to get to see whether or not he's going to shout at people when it's time for his rounds, which I think, 1 second, I'll move back, you'll be able to see the clock. He's got way back to see the clock. In fact, should be pretty much now. It's just about 12:45. So any moment. This is what I like actually when we see a new gatesman for the first time, because we have no clue whether or not he's going to be super loud and in people's faces, or the strong and silent type. Right, I think we've just about got him to move. Question is whether he's going to come this way. I mean, the bell hasn't rung yet. We should hear it any moment. People taking a picture of an empty arch. He's not going to move. But the second I walk away, of course he'll move. Right, there's the bell. But it's still not certain. I mean, the gate's kind of busy, but not. He's actually moving between people. Look. We had to get some really super tall people standing right in front of the camera. Bad luck for me, but there we are. Okay, we're back at Waygoods then. Because the bollards are broken. So yeah, they're keeping the central gates locked most of the time until they fix it, because if anyone does decide to come with a car, which would be easy here, they'll go straight through it. So folks, had to put the pole up really high then, really tall, a lot of really tall people into the basketball conference. Like, what's going on? I'm very tempted to have a look at the South African consulate. That said, I think if anything did kick off there with people disagreeing, the police would be on it really quickly, because it's in a very prominent spot near Trafalgar Square. So at least 3 people here filming today that I've never seen before, new people. And eventually there'll be so many people there won't actually be any space for the tourists. Police and ambulance.
Что, дальше пойдем?
Q10's getting restless, folks. We know what that means. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
little bit.
So much police traffic, noisy this morning. Really, really noisy, constant. People are too much in admiration of the horse to actually want to go over, which is understandable, but unfortunate for us. What's your favourite animal? It's two things. Apparently the South African election is today up at Trafalgar Square. I wonder if something's kicking off, because I've noticed they've got the anti-riot shields fitted to the front of these vans, whereas all the other ones this morning didn't have. What are we thinking? Controversy? The Palestine protest is finishing here at 2:30, so we've got hours yet. So I wonder what they're going up there for. Damn, I'm super tempted. If this were live now, I would go to Trafalgar Square, guys, and see what's happening. We know how controversial the situation is in South Africa right now, so it's highly likely there's something kicking off there with pro and anti-ANC supporters. You wouldn't have that many police constantly moving along with sirens, and they've got the riot shields that pull down over the front of the van. Most of the ones we saw earlier didn't have that. So I think what I'll do, actually, folks, after I break from this video, I might have a stroll up and see what's happening. And if something is kicking off, I will include it in a part 2 today. Let's see. I mean, to be honest, if it really kicks off, we'll get many, many, many more vans of police, a dozen at a time. At the moment, I don't think we're at that level, but there's no way that they've got sirens on heading towards anything to do with the Palestine protest, because it hasn't even started yet, and they would have been in place way before the protesters even arrived. I like it when people say hi to the horse. I'm not sure what sort of response they're expecting or anticipating, but I've yet to actually see the horse respond, verbally anyway. There we go again, more sirens, get ready for it. Full bodies as well, every van we see going by in either direction, completely full. 8, 10, 12 police ready for action. So the fact they're moving so many bodies around in central London means that they're anticipating a lot will be happening. Actually, wait, let me go and, instead of speculating, let me go and find some friendly police officers and ask them. That would give us more answers, wouldn't it, guys? Don't worry, I'm not going very far, the officers are here. 1 second. Can I ask you a question, officers? So much traffic along here, so much police traffic this morning. What's going on? Something unusual?
It's not unusual. There's a few events, but I think there is a Palestinian Gaza protest.
Yeah.
So that will be coming at some point. So that's why we've just got the police present, just to make sure everything's
Much more,
okay.
even a typical Saturday. It's pretty busy, but saying like much more. Nothing going on at the South African consulate. Apparently, election day in South Africa.
Oh, not that I know of, as in, but just, yeah, so I'm not sure. There potentially could be, but I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
That, folks, is how lovely our police are. Okay. I was actually very tempted to ask the officer for a number off camera, but I'm a loyal sort, so I wouldn't do that. For a certain person watching this video, I'm joking, relax. Okay, we're back. Wait, I don't understand. I think they're being coy because this is not normal. One thing I always struggle to understand is you've got a lot of police vehicles moving in both directions. You think the ones that have got emergency lights on going the other way would swap with their colleagues who are already there. In other words, why are they sending vehicles both ways? Give one job to the... Anyway, I don't know how police dispatch works, but one would think that the nearest vehicle would be assigned to any emergency call. They also save a lot of petrol. The gatesman is definitely eyeballing me. He's just like, you know what, I'm not going to raise my voice or even an eyebrow. Wait, yeah, he came out at 11. Yeah. The one thing that is interesting actually this morning is that we're not seeing the typical Saturday morning mass tourist groups yet. Now I wonder why that is. We're actually close to the... I think it's almost changeover time by the looks of it. One horse is inside, mounted up. It's 5 minutes. So I think we're going to have to... cover that changeover, guys, aren't we? Even though we might go a little teeny weeny bit over time, it would be pointless not to cover that changeover, especially as the corner is reasonably deserted. So we've got a lot of space this morning. So I'll get us right on the corner. 2 new horses and a dismount coming in circa 5 minutes. I don't think I'm actually going to wait. Oh, sorry. I don't think I'm going to wait a whole 5 minutes to go over there because for some reason a lot of people are starting to arrive now. I don't know where they would have all come from because no guard change at Buckingham Palace today. It's quite a flow of people. Look. Now the sad thing is, guys, I'm not sure whether I should let them know that all the fruit and vegetables has already been dispersed this weekend. So none of these people are going to get fed. In fact, they're not even going to get a crumb of bread. Gosh, they've actually really finished now. Look at this. Everything is ready for next month. Trooping the colour, and then of course beating the retreat the month after in July. So the parade ground is going to look like this until the end of July, early August, when they will start to dismantle it. I think from memory last year, September odd, a lot of police vehicles as well lined up. Look at this. They definitely would have drafted in officers from across London today. Okay, I'll go back inside and get us a spot on the corner. It's funny because I remember thinking back to when it was completely normal and clear on the parade ground, thinking, I can't wait until it starts again, military season arrives. Now it's coming up, it's kind of like, ugh. I'm looking forward to when it's already passed. Again, ironically. Wow, okay, that was pretty quick, look. Faithful mass is already here. Troopers pushing all the peasantry back. Notice they're all going that way, like sheep. We're going to go this way. Myself and the photographer. You sometimes feel guilty that most people don't realise they can stand here. It's kind of unfair, to be honest. There is some signage. I mean, it's great for us, so yeah, I'm not complaining. It's definitely good for us, I agree. Okay, guys, so we've got front row seats. Yeah, the kind of tickets that money can't buy. That's right. Look up at the clock. I think we've got, give or take, 2 minutes. Actually, thinking about it, I've got my kit. The photographer's obviously got his camera and his kit as well. So I guess we kind of look, even though we're not, we have no privileges here, either of us. We kind of look a little bit more formal, like we're actually doing a job, even though we're hobbyists. Okay, so the troopers hauled the boxes open and gone back inside. The 2 horses are ready. Please, I'm really hoping, guys, for Tristan. If we do get Tristan, there might be a part 2 to follow this. The only reason I'm hesitant about part 2 or no part 2 is this protest later, because the foam will do roughly, give or take, 3 hours before recharge, roughly, which means it's impossible to do 3 1-hour videos. So I wonder if I should break, upload this, and then come back out. Decisions. We'll figure it out. Point is, oh, hold on, wait, someone else. That penny's dropped. Look, I spoke too soon. They're jumping in the air like this. Brilliant. You just realised these are the best spots, yeah?
These are the best spots.
Here they come.
Brilliant. Okay, so, oh wait, hold on. Police officer is screaming at everyone at the front. This lot in the yard here next to the box, they're going to get moved. Look. Oops. Especially Mr. Lime Rucksack. Okay, here come the 2 new beauties. Oh, look, I mean, talk about synchronized appearance. Don't shout at me, I'll do it. Oh, this one wants to have a little dance. Beautiful, really. So, tourists watching from around the world, this is the money shop, okay, on this corner. The only times it's not really accessible are during the morning regimental changeovers, because the officers like to be able to see everything that's in front of them, which means that if there are a few of us on the side here, we are a potential security risk. Even though we're not one, I mean, we're still a potential security risk. Okay, so Waygood first, coming to camera now. Goodbye to you. And Q10 with the ears back second. That was a light one. Oh, flipping hell. Oh.
Oxford, head right about wheel or not?
Vegas like and there we have it, guys. That is our closing shot. The 2 beauties heading back into the stables. As ever, I will be back shortly for ta-da, part 2. Bye for now, folks.